Being in a relationship with an avoidant, especially a severe one, can make you feel really anxious. Here are the top 3 reasons why you might feel anxious and are very likely to feel anxious when you're in a relationship with somebody who's avoidant. The first reason is the constant mixed messages that they send you. It's the push-pull dynamic, the hot and cold. Sometimes they're coming towards you, acting like they really are into you and they want this relationship. They're being very affectionate, very loving, sending you sweet messages, making time to see you, acting like they're present with you. And then they're cold, they're distant, they're barely responding, giving you one-word answers, canceling on plans, and really just coming back and forth, giving you mixed messages. Sometimes saying how lucky they are to found you and that how nobody else has ever made them feel this way. And then other times they're just saying that they need time and space, they're overwhelmed, they just don't have the bandwidth for this right now. And there's nothing that you can figure out that you did to cause them to pull back like this, to cause them to need this time and space. And it's very confusing because you don't know whether you're coming or going with this person. The second reason why you feel anxious in a relationship with an avoidant is a really important one. It's because in order to maintain the relationship and keep it going, you have to let your boundaries erode. They become non-existent. You have to walk on eggshells because your subconscious mind recognizes that this person is severely insecure. And if you are too open, loving, affectionate with them, or if you assert your wants and needs, this person is going to run for the hills. And you detect that. So you alter your behavior to keep this person from running away while sacrificing your own wants and needs. This means you're not holding boundaries. Boundaries being what you will and will not tolerate, what you want, what you don't want, what you need and don't need. You have to let that go to the wayside because if you do assert and hold healthy boundaries, even in a kind way, this person is very likely to run away and you detect that. So you have to self-sacrifice and cater to the insecurities of the avoidant. You have to tiptoe around them to avoid triggering them, just to hopefully keep them in the relationship. And even while doing so, you still have that subconscious fear that any given day could be the day they leave the relationship. And this is because of all those hot and cold messages, those mixed messages that they send you, that constant push-pull behavior. It really keeps you on edge, which creates anxiety, and allowing your boundaries to erode furthers your anxiety, because when you allow your boundaries to erode, you are sending yourself the message that your wants, your needs, your feelings don't matter, and that you can't rely on yourself to take care of your own wants and needs when things get tough. It's a negative message to send yourself because you are telling yourself that this person's feelings matter more than yours. When you tell yourself those kind of messages, you're going to feel anxious and you're going to feel insecure. And the third reason, the biggest reason why you likely feel anxious with the avoidant, is that this person is emotionally unavailable. And your subconscious mind will often recognize that right from the start, even when your conscious mind won't. Your subconscious mind is like a database. It compiles all of your experiences through life, all of your interactions, even TV shows and movies that you've watched. And it recognizes the emotional unavailability of this person. It recognizes the walls. It recognizes that this person is not emotionally connecting with you. They are not emotionally present with you. Even though they may be behaving as if they are and telling you the right things, especially early on in the love bombing phase, your subconscious mind recognizes that something is off. This is a person, because they are emotionally unavailable, is unable to give and receive love in a genuine and authentic way. There are walls that they have built around their heart. They don't let anybody in. That's how they keep themselves safe. They learn from childhood that emotional closeness leads to abandonment, so they keep you on the other side. They often have a very difficult time opening up and talking about very vulnerable topics, whether it's about love or their past or any kind of things that they've experienced. They like to keep the conversations very surface level. They like to keep the relationship very surface level as well. This is a person that gets overwhelmed and stressed in times of crisis. Your subconscious mind recognizes that you can't really lean on them when you've had a bad day at work, or if you have any kind of crisis or stress in your life, whether it's a health scare or something going on with your job. You recognize that this person is not there for you because they don't really allow themselves to have the emotional capacity to be there for you. And you also recognize that if you try to have a difficult conversation with them about your wants and needs or any kind of disagreement or confrontation, this person once again is likely to run for the hills, because emotionally unavailable people are not going to be receptive to disagreements. They're not going to be receptive to hearing about your wants and needs, and they're not going to prioritize your feelings in a difficult conversation. Someone who is emotionally available will hear you out. They will care about your feelings and your needs, and even if it's something that they did wrong, they will listen and they will actually put in the effort because they care about you and they care about that emotional connection. Your subconscious mind recognizes that the avoidant is just not truly emotionally present with you. And that emotional bond that you are trying to build with this person is being railroaded on their end. And that creates anxiety, because the human mind feels anxiety. It is a natural feeling when someone that you love and care about is pushing you away and keeping you at an emotional arm's length. That is a very anxiety-creating experience. So ultimately, when you take all these three different top reasons, somebody who is severely avoidant and is not emotionally present with you, that's giving you the push-pull behavior that you're sacrificing your boundaries and wants for, they are giving you a relationship experience that is providing you with a ton of anxiety, because this person is ultimately not present for you in the way that you need them to be, and you're self-sacrificing to try to keep them, while your subconscious mind recognizes they might run away. That is an anxiety-creating whirlwind, and you might want to take a step back and ask yourself, is this relationship causing you more pain than love? Is it causing you more stress than good? Because if it is, it might be time to reevaluate. Are you only hurting yourself by staying in this relationship? It's a question to ask.